So, when I started playing a year ago, much like now, I was all about being on foot, and one of the very first missions I tried on my third day playing was recovering the black box of a crashed constellation Andromeda on Daymar. The mission description warned of possible raiders at the crash site, and so I was being very careful with my movements as I went in, and the atmosphere on the ground was tense. It was a little disappointing when I later learned that the AI enemy were only ever to be found inside bunkers or stations. The environments and scale of Star Citizen seemed to be begging out for random encounters and combat on the surface of its planets and moons. Combat outside of bunkers, along with a basic map and compass, have been one of my most highly anticipated features to come to the game. And while we still wait for a compass and map, the 3.17.2 patch that is currently in PTU offers a selection of new locations where AI on the surface of planets is being trialled. There are some very positive and slightly negative aspects of this early implementation. I thought we'd take an in-depth look in this video at the locations, the features, and feedback on some things I think could be done a little differently. And first stop would be one of the new Derelict Colonial Outposts near the Microtech River.
It's a little...
Oh wait a minute. Ah, I found it.
Okay. There, it's right there, in fact.
There are actually people there. Now, these outposts can be found by taking a new delivery mission called Retrieval Ops, but I'm not very interested in those directly. I just wanted to see some outdoor PvE combat at last. The outposts are only very lightly defended, and this is something I hope we see an expansion on in future with more heavily defended locations. But it was also stated that AI reinforcements would arrive by ship if the defenders were eliminated. I'm not going to lie and say there have been any improvements to AI responsiveness. I don't think we'll see anything better on this until server meshing is introduced. But it was cool to engage Ninetales under open skies. Now, I'm going to wait to see the reinforcements arrive. And while we waited for reinforcements to arrive, I could explore the outpost a little. There's a little cook stove and everything. Anything? Oh, is that a loot box? No. It's a little, like one of the cargo containers is full of sleeping bags, I guess where they've been...
Whoa. There's a Cutlass Black inbound.
Shit!
Yep.
Hey, this is cool.
Do you want me to engage him or just let him land?
No, let him land, but see if you can dismount and like get to where I'm at, you can put some hurting on him.
Okay, I'll try and land.
Look at that, holy crap! NPC reinforcements, goddamn, that's crazy. Alas though, on this occasion, the dropship would encounter some problems. That is not a good landing spot there, Cutlass. Not chosen well.
How many waves of reinforcements show up?
It's just the one, because it'll drop off two. The two that Katie killed, it just drops off two to replace them.
But do they then also get replaced? If you kill the Cutlass, will another Cutlass come?
Eventually, yes.
There is clearly still work to be done on AI landing.
Are there still people at the outpost, or?
No, I killed the two that were there.
Oh, it's only two. I didn't know how many.
I didn't either. Yeah, I wasn't sure about any of the mechanics of this. Ooh. Oh, look at this. It's like watching a baby giraffe get born. So first Stick tried freeing the dropship with some gentle nudges. We can move to the edge of the outpost even, and get eyes on the ramp from there. Might give us a better idea of what's going on. Yeah, Artax, I'm liking your initiative.
thought that was the word to.
See, this is why I keep Artax around.
It's just I've been left behind so many times. I'm not doing it right at that point.
Okay, I'm just gonna get a look at the ramp real quick, okay? Artax and I would take up a vantage point looking at the Cutlass ramp, just in case Ninetales were able to dismount. I'm going to try and open the back ramp. Oh, the jet wash is very extreme. Oh, wrong. Oh, okay. They just cried out. They're shooting at me because I accidentally fired my gun, but they are still inside. Yeah. Oh, I see one on the ground. Oh, good shot, good work.
I killed one inside.
Good work. And also, Artax, now you can get yourself a sweet P4. I'm gonna be cheeky and throw a grenade in there.
I'm gonna stay back here.
it definitely hurt someone. Finally, we decided to get Stick to blow the side door open.
I am going to got it.
Oh, you got the door. Okay, cool. We were heading inside to finish off the Ninetales.
There are crates in front of the tractor beam they can use to step up inside.
Oh. There's one was still alive and walking around.
Oh, he was in the other room.
Yeah. Got the pilot up there. Probably a gunner.
At the time, last time I scanned it, there was only 2 life signs, so I guess the gunner was...
Oh yeah, turret is empty. Enter turret. Oh,
Pilot's dead.
Ninetales, Cutlass eliminated. I mean, they helped us out quite a bit with their not so great maneuvering. In the time we've been playing so far, we visited many of these outposts, and this was the only reinforcement dropship we've come across. One of my criticisms with the new outdoor content in general is the lack of availability, and so I feel that the frequency of these ships should be increased. I know this is just an initial test rollout of the outdoor AI, so this criticism really is a product of being so new in the game. We were heading to another outpost, and this time we get a good example of another key feature of these locations. A lot of players are running the box missions.
Engines offline.
Okay, our tanks were wrong ground. What do you say? When we arrived at the outpost, there was another player that had gotten stuck inside one of the cargo containers. Stick is always on hand to offer assistance to other players in the verse, just like he did for us in our early days of playing. If I am the devil whispering in the ear of the Skunkworks org, Stick is definitely the angel whispering in the opposite ear.
Container over your left. Are they incapacitated?
Nope, they are very much alive. They're trying to drop items on the ground to step out.
Maybe if you incapacitate them, you'll be able to tractor beam them.
I mean, I would.
You could do a takedown, because that's temporary.
I'll see if I can. Keep moving all around a lot.
Did you get him? Yeah, it looks like you got him. Yay! Okay, good. The player in question needed to be incapacitated. This was so he could be tracked beamed out of his predicament, but he was now free and continued on his pursuit of boxes.
Didn't even thank me in chat.
They're moving very smoothly. It'd be really easy for us to take a shot.
Totally would.
Yeah, welcome to this outpost. now that you have been observing
This
from
one's
the bridge.
cool. I like this one more, if anything, because it's got like, I can imagine some cool stuff happening here with the bridges overlooking it. And...
Tower.
But it wasn't long before another player showed up at the site. Connie coming in. There's a Connie coming in.
Oh, yep, copy. See it over top of you.
Yep.
It's landing. Always out for me. Keep eyes on, just in case. Could be a troublemaker.
Monkey Kong's asking.
Dang, how many boxes do you need?
But when players are industriously gathering boxes left and right, it's a good idea to also keep an eye on your own ships in the area. Oh, the dude is going over towards your ship, by the way. Got a bead on him. He's...
Yeah, I see him.
I took him out.
that was Monkey Kong.
Like, he was like running towards the elevator. I was like,
He's
nah.
just incapacitated.
Okay, good. I'm gonna put a message in chat real quick.
Oh, you just knocked him down.
Back up.
I think it's because the shields protected him.
Yeah, I saw the shield effect
You can't see me.
Like,
And then a third constellation would arrive at the outpost. Another Connie, Jesus Christ.
fucking Connie party.
Thing.
Oh yeah, look at that.
But then Artax spotted the second player stealing a box from the first player's ship.
Are the
Oh, he
busiest
stole
I've
Monkey
ever
Kong's
seen.
thing.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, take him out.
Fuck.
God damn, he's moving all over the place. Ah, he's gone out. Got him.
I
He's
can't
down.
hit him.
So it turns out that when multiple instances of these retrieval missions are running at the same time, the boxes can overlap. But still going into another player's ship for one seems unsporting, and our little exchange of fire here certainly caused some confusion to the third player, now heading in to collect the box themselves. Got a bead on him now.
Okay, this person took a box. Now they're returning the constellation.
For killing the box thief, Artax and I were now wanted, but this is not uncommon for us. There's a price on that, Artax.
Uh-oh. Whatever shall we do?
Okay. The most recent Connie that landed, they're finally running back.
Pretty soon the third Connie was leaving as well, and it would now also be our time to move on. This time Stick was taking up one of the retrieval ops missions to play through, and we'd be heading out to an outpost about 35 kilometers outside of New Babbage. And this would also be a good opportunity to get Artax to do some long range shooting, as I know he's been waiting for that opportunity for a long time. The current state of AI probably cannot even detect threats out to the range that the snipers are firing from. Maybe when server meshing is introduced and we hopefully see improvements in AI responsiveness across the board, we'll see changes there too. But for now, landing at sniper ranges and eliminating non-intels at a distance is an option if you're running these missions and prefer to play it extra safe. Look low. Good shot. Two targets down.
I got bad weather.
Damn, weather really close in. Okay, I'm at the wall. And coming inside now. Looting opportunities can be found at these outposts, in addition to the mission objective. I'm not much of a scavenger myself, but it turns out there are actually some interesting new items in the verse, and Stick would find a few on this very visit. We were heading back to New Babbage to drop off the mission package, and while we were on the landing pad we could take a look at some of the interesting new objects Stick had discovered.
tiny. It's a freck.
Let's have a look. Have a look.
But the etchings are very similar to like that Hadesian artifact from Citizen Con, though.
He also found a few ancient medals, one of which was a corroded T-shape. It is corroded, right? Yeah, that's cool. And the other one was different as well.
Yeah, a little bit of a strap too that they've.
We're not exactly sure what they're worth or they can be sold just yet, but Stick will be out there looking for sure. And of course, the real show stealer of these new locations on Microtech is the crashed reclaimer Ghost Hollow, which is simply an incredible location. Wow. God, look at the scale of it. It's the most visually stunning location I've seen in the game, honestly. Like, no question. The battle we had earlier, I could see them shooting, so I flanked around the back, I was engaging, and they flipped around, fired at me, and I took some hits. It's way more, it's immediately more engaging than just being in the bunker, you know?
I think of even the missions that we have today, like mundane, it's like, oh, there's a freelancer wreck that you need to retrieve a box for. The mission always states like, oh, there could be enemies around, and it's like, yeah, whatever, there's never enemies there. But now it's like, oh no, there could be now.
The first time I went to a Connie wreck, and I read that in the mission, I was like super tense and moving around carefully with gun up, and like now, like next patch, who knows, people who start playing the game then could have the experience that I wanted when I was, getting those missions a year ago. Pretty soon, I feel like people coming into the game won't have that disappointment, you know? There is a problem as I see it though with the combat missions that ask you to visit this location. This problem may only be a consequence of it being new and the only location of its kind, but I also think that is only half of the reason. Oh, someone's killing someone's killing my targets. So I'm guessing that this is going to be over before I get there.
Yeah.
This is the problem. It's because it's obviously it's going to be a very, very popular location.
It's a hot zone.
Yeah. The problem we've experienced is that Ghost Hollow doesn't have a quantum marker to jump to, and the flight from OM3 is incredibly long. This means that at the moment at least, if you take a combat mission located at Ghost Hollow, one of the many visitors already at the site will likely complete the mission before you can even make it down. Indeed, the combat footage we've captured was all from just hanging around there waiting patiently for someone else to get a mission there. The missions in our experience do not come up very frequently, and so the wait times can be very long. Again, this may not be a problem in the long term as more locations get combat outdoors and more of these locations are created, but for the time being, it does make it tricky to run through some of the basic missions down here. I think making the missions more frequent or adding a quantum marker to the location could help with this a lot, but when it is working, and even with the often lackluster AI, the combat is fun. Really looking forward to a larger rollout of this kind of gameplay, and hopefully one day, faster reacting AI. As always, I want to thank all of you at home for watching and send out a huge thank you to all of our amazing patrons who you can see on screen right now. Thank you all for your very generous support of the channel. Patrons like you are what make the videos possible and allow me the time it takes to do all of this editing. I'm extremely grateful to all of you for the help you provide. If you are thinking of starting Star Citizen yourself, you can use the referral code in the description below to gain an extra 5,000 credits when signing up for a new account. And we'll be back with more from Star Citizen very soon.